Teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at small forward.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thomas. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That one falls.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Johnson against Prince. Johnson with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Prince against Johnson. Portis with a screen on Johnson. It's Portis, high post. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. Claxton with a rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Thomas finds Johnson. Williams, a screen on Prince. Here's Johnson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Hey, get up, Dave. Mr. Lillard taking flight.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Johnson inside. Prince is there. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. The Bucks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Lillard. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Johnson on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Claxton against Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson outside. Portis the screen. Jackson can't get it to go.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Bucks trail by 3. The 3 from Prince. And another miss by Milwaukee.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Johnson for 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. And he comes up with a bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. Rejected by Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Jackson. There's the triple. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Now here's Johnson. He has 7. Johnson a screen on Lillard. Johnson passes to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Portis with the steal. Jackson for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Pass to Thomas. Lets a 3 fly. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks trail by 3. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Jackson outside. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 3-pointer. And it's Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 5.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Johnson for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Milwaukee. Don't go away. Whoop. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
On the court right now. Second quarter for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Johnson is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Thomas outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Unloads from 13. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Prince on the attack. Pass to Jackson. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Portis for 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Portis has gotten his second bucket.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Here's Claxton. Off the mark. And a bad shot there. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And he sinks the second. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes a legal guarding position would help players and officials. And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Lillard looking around. Right wing. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Thomas, left side. Back to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Thomas with the ball. Johnson a screen on Jackson. The kick out to Johnson. Thomas passes to Claxton. Three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Thomas for 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Williams. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And he's going to the line for 2. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Two shots. The play is under video review under NBA.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Portis. The Nets making their last shot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Lillard against Williams. Pass to Thomas. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Williams.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Johnson passes to Johnson. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got 5 now.
They're just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Antetokounmpo against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
It's Johnson with a drive. It could go. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Continuing their momentum going into the break. He tacks on 3 more.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Gary Trent, Kyle Kuzma out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Lopez in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half.
It's not just the assertiveness of Gary Trent Jr., folks. It's about the accuracy. I don't care what kind of range he's shooting from.
Here's Wilson. Sharp, a screen on Green. Here's Wilson. And that one's good. And the Nets lead by 11.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Brooklyn has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Watford the pass to Sharp. It's stolen by Kuzma. Green for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Pass to Trent. From deep. Sharp grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
You can see the assertiveness right now of D'Angelo Russell. He welcomes the contact and powers and plays right through it.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5.
I see him.
Out to the right wing. Watford the pass to Russell. Back to Watford. Fires from the corner. No good on the shot. Bucks trail by 13. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lopez for 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Russell, that's good. Russell's got 7 now in this quarter.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Kuzma, the pass to Green. And here's Trent. Here's Porter. It's stolen away. Watford with it. Now Porter defending. And Watford, here we go. Got it. Watford's gotten his first points in this one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Melton. No points yet. Drops in the 3.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Watford. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Porter. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Yeah, speedy transition play by Porter, getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
Here's Watford. Melton outside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Nets lead by 17.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Trent for 3. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you have to love the energy from Brook Lopez. This guy has got deep inside position, and he accepts the hit like a champ.
And Lopez drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The 3 from Russell sends it home from three-point land. Russell's got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to Lopez. Trent on the wing. Back to Porter. Now Green. And stolen by Melton. Here he goes. Count the basket. Melton's got his second bucket on the night.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Russell. He's got 10. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Melton. Rebounded by Lopez. In transition, here come the Bucks. No one covering. Trent's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's just tremendous hustle by Trent Jr. Getting out in front of the defense, making himself available in transition.
Russell from outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets as we get the 4th quarter going. They've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Clowney in at the 5. Melton outside. There's the 3. Here's the second effort. And the shot goes down.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
The shot by Lillard, no good. Nets leading by 23. Melton outside. Pass to Clowney. Back to Melton. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks it from distance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now here's Melton. Russell from outside. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Antetokounmpo against Russell. Portis for 3. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Melton on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. Back to Melton. Pass to Clowney. Takes a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Brent. Can they get it? And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Here's Clowney. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Outside Johnson takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Prince, the pass to Lillard. Here's Portis. Claxton with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Williams from long range. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Claxton finds Johnson. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Lillard passes to Prince. Portis with it. Jackson the screen. From the arc. The shot no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Knocks down the long J.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Keon Johnson.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Not just a score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
And the bucket is good.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Team foul.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Lillard outside. Lillard double teamed. Portis outside over Thomas. Portis' shot is off. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Johnson. 4-3. Drills it from deep.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Johnson against Lillard. Here's Jackson. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. From deep three-point land. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
and live on 2K Sports. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down.
My goodness. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's the 3. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Daniels. Okongwu's now got 5 points so far. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Nice and composed on that 3 there. Trey giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
Lillard attacking.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
I got to tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Young. Right wing. Here's Ricochet. Kept alive. The kick out to Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Portis finds Giannis. They get a hand on it. Back to Portis. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Portis. Giannis sets a screen for Portis. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Johnson for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Right side Antetokounmpo. Outside Jackson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
Here's Young on the wing, Daniels. Johnson the screen. Daniels with it. Backed up by Portis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Hawks. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Here's Johnson. Giannis with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. Giannis sets a screen for Portis. Down low. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Portis kicks to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. The putback. Rebound by Johnson. The Hawks leading. Daniel from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1. For 1 with that shot.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Because Portis is an active scorer, he draws the D's attention, sometimes a little too much attention.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2.
And Portis drains both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Young against Antetokounmpo. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Johnson surveying the floor. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks on top, up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And there's Jackson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Giannis in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Okongwu dishes to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Misses from short range. The Bucks trail. And here's Prince outside. Good on the triple. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Prince kicks to Lillard. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks. Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Outside for Jackson. Young against Lillard. Back to Giannis. And stolen by Okongwu. And the rejection by Giannis. Ball's knocked loose. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And as he gets more experience in the league, Ricochet will improve the attack.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
For 3, Portis. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 6th rebound on the night. Young from outside. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And that's just something that Young excels at. And boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
And there's the call on Ricochet. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Here's Ricochet. Clock at 4. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Antetokounmpo finds Jackson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks trail by 5. Prince outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Young out to the wing. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got 9 points.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Jackson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Portis. Pass to Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Okongwu with a screen on Lillard. Young, no good. Lillard looking around. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hawks lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And get ready for the half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Clint Capella. Terrence Mann is out there with Nance. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Krejci in at the 2 spot.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Screen by Capella. Here's Krejci. Nance a screen on Trent. Krejci no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Kuzma with the screen for Porter. Pass to Lopez. On the wing, Green. Porter looking it over. It's stolen by Capella. Nance dishes to Capella. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And that one, good. where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Capella goes in. Basket good. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
For his size, Capella is quite graceful. I mean, he's not a stationary big man by any means. An excellent scorer off drives.
Kuzma with a screen on Capella. To the middle. And Kuzma slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
When you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Green kicks to Porter. Lopez left side. Green passes to Porter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just 5 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line, and another basket for Milwaukee. The Hawks leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Sinks the triple. LeVert's got 5 now.
I think this is big for LeVert's confidence because the more he connects from distance, I think the more dangerous he'll become as a shooter and offensive player.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. Back to Porter. Kuzma with the screen for Porter. Going inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Nance passes to Capella. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. 6 points for him.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
Trent outside. Pass to Lopez. Here's Green. Defended by Mann. And the layup falls.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind it out game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Capella with a screen on Porter. LeVert from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Porter kicks to Lopez. Kuzma outside. Back to Lopez. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Atlanta. They lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Hawks leading by 4. We've got Damian Lillard. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Jackson, and it's small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And Okongwu slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, you appreciate the all-around game of the Greek Freak, hitting the boards with relentlessness.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Okongwu with a screen on Portis. Oh, what a finish!
Good. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Shots good from Young.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Lillard on top. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Young. There's Giannis with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Okongwu to the left side wing. Okongwu with the screen for Rizashe. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Rizashe. Okongwu's now got 4 this quarter. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Prince, right side. And stolen by Okongwu. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. And here's Young from the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Shooting 5 for 8.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And here is Johnson, defended by Portis. Johnson against Portis. Rebounded by Jackson. Bucks trail by 10. It's picked off. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's good. And the Hawks lead has got down to 8 on the bucket from Prince.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with him. There's open space in front of him. He's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Off target from outside. Bucks have gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Jackson passes to Giannis. Now Portis, covered by Johnson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Offline with his 3. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And then Lillard slams it in.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Lillard against Young. Okongwu with a screen on Lillard. Here's Young. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
For 3, Portis. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Johnson outside. There's the drive, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Now Young. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
grand. Tonight, we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's picked off. To the left side wing. The 3 from Risache. On target from range.
Yeah, that's what Risache is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Outside Johnson. Launches it. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Daniels.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Williams. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Thomas. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the Nets with possession here, following the score by Atlanta. Thomas against Young. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. Here's Claxton. Good D by Kongwu.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Here's Thomas. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Young with it. Johnson a screen on Williams. Here's Young. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Thomas. And he hits it to tie the game. Thomas has got his second bucket of the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 5. Outside Johnson. Claxton a screen on Young.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Johnson against Young. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Kongwu, a screen on Williams. And that one's good. Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, They're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
Claxton can't get it to go. The Hawks leading. Pass to Rizachet. A minute 4 left in the first quarter here.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Claxton with it. Ball stolen. And a fast break now for the Hawks. He goes up, takes it up with both hands, and rips it down.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Rizachet's future in this league.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Johnson for 3. Rejected by Claxton. And they'll keep possession. Goes back up. Okongwu, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Back to Claxton. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Young. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Thomas. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Rizachet in at the 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league? Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Next ball.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Now Young with a steal. Daniels passes to Okongwu. The kick out to Johnson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Young looking around. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Johnson. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Thomas. He's got 13. And he drops it in from the low post. Thomas has got 8 points in the quarter.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
The Nets have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Pass to Claxton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Now Claxton. Outside Johnson. On the take. The kick out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Okongwu, a screen on Williams. Young missing again. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Johnson passes to Johnson. Pass to Williams. Here's Claxton. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's Johnson. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. And it's all from three-point range. Hawks trail by 13. And they're on the break. There's the triple. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Now Johnson. There's a screen. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
5 ticks left in the first half. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time.
Well, thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
They've got Trendon Watford. D'Angelo Russell is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Watford inside. He's guarded by Mann. The shot by Watford, no good. Hawks trail by 16. Mann, the pass to Nance. And Nance with the slam!
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
To the inside, Melton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? The shot by LeVert, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And there it is for him.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that one's good. Mann's gotten his first basket of the night. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
LeVert goes against Russell and out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Hawks trail by 16. LeVert outside. Capella screen on Russell. And here's LeVert for three. Knocks it down from distance.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Melton outside. Atlanta with a rebound. Here's Mann to the middle. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker. And then he doesn't force things offensively. And that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. Here's Melton. They can't stop the run with that one. Hawks trail by 11. Mann with it. And Melton picks him up defensively. Capella outside for LeVert. Nance the screen. Floats one up. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Now here's Russell. Defense is right there. And he makes it on the layup. And the Nets lead by 13.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And the slam dunk by Capella.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Here's Clowney. Misses the three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Russell. Finished off the break. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
A nice shot by Krejci.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to Clowney. Melton against LeVert. Three-pointer. Melton misses. Hawks trail by 8. And here comes the break. Knocked away. Nance with it. Fires the three. Another three for Atlanta.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Substitutions on the court.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the screen by Johnson. Looking to get it going. And here's Okongwu for three. He drops it from range. Okongwu's got 5 points.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Shea and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Daniels passes to Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They led by as many as 18. Thomas misses. Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Young. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Brooklyn. Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Pass to Okongwu. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Outside, Williams. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And Brooklyn with possession here. 4-point game. Thomas drives in. That one goes. Count it. Thomas has got 19 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Young, the pass to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, a screen on Johnson. Shot on the wing. Second chance effort. Pass to Shea. Thomas with a steal. The 3 is up. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Oh, Young with the power move.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Thomas drives in, and the layup is good. 24 points for him.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
There's the drive. Young with the bucket.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Johnson passes to Claxton. Here's Thomas. Back to Claxton. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And yep, it's good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Outside Young. Okongwu, a screen on Williams. Young finds Okongwu. Young against Williams. Here's Shea. Off target from 3-point range. It's Thomas on the wing, covered by Johnson. Williams from long range. Fires in the triple. And the Nets lead by 12.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Nets.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And they're pushing it up. Pass to Daniels. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Hits the three-pointer. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Johnson passes to Johnson. Thomas, left side. He on the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within single digits. And both free throws good for Okongwu. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And here's Thomas from the arc. He buries it from three. So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the...
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through. Well, the weekend is official. Begun. And we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got Jackson. On to Antetokounmpo out there with Portis. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Prince, and it's shooting guard.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
That's outside Prince. Back to Lillard. Pass to Portis. On the wing, Jackson. Clock at 6. Portis sets the pick for Jackson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Portis, the pass to Giannis. It's hauled in by Claxton. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets double every single time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard attacking. Misses from close range.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Thomas got 6 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Williams. And a wide open look for Claxton. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And good that time.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Lillard kicks to Prince. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lillard dishes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Claxton, a shake. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson driving to the basket. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Lillard, a rebound by the Nets. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. That's a 2 from Lillard, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Johnson. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 9. Prince kicks to Lillard. Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. Kick out to Giannis. Count the basket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does. If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Goes up off the inbound. And so it's Brooklyn in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Thomas, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Johnson, a wide open look, off target with his 3. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And Claxton drops them both. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Bucks trail by 6. Prince finds Lillard. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
There's Williams with the 3. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Not going to go that time. Nets leading by 4. The 3 from Thomas. It's rebounded by Portis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
And stolen by Thomas. Outside Williams. Takes a 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Lillard. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Brooklyn's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside for Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Thomas, no luck. Bucks trail by 7. Outside for Jackson. Back to Lillard. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Johnson. There's Thomas with the three. Drains the three-pointer. Thomas got 12.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Williams with a clean look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Got that one up quick.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Thomas, no luck. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Johnson with a screen on Jackson. From deep, Thomas. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green, and it's Lopez, and at the 5, roaming the paint. Richard, take a look at DeAnthony Melton's game. A combo guard, and size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open three, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
Porter with it. Watford on him. Porter, no luck.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Pass to Clowney. Off target from three-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Lopez outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. They set the screen. Poke loose. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Trent kicks to Green. No good from outside. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Driving inside.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. There's Lopez with the 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Lopez has got 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Clowney. And the shot goes in.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
The wide open look here for Lopez. They get the rebound. Fires the three. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Watford. And the three ball is good. Watford's got himself on the board with three there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Right side, Wilson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock is at 3. Pass to Clowney. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. .109 left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Porter. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Melton. Here's Clowney. Back to Melton for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Over in the corner, Green. A solo fast break, all alone. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Watford passes to Wilson. Pass to Clowney. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Nets shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Melton with the steal. Kicks it out to Wilson. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 19. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Watford out there with Wilson. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Porter kicks to Kuzma. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 18. Here's Melton with the drive. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The 3. Kuzma can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Melton passes to Russell. Here's Clowney, guarded by Porter. Here's Clowney. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's Thomas outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
They get it again. And Giannis gets it to go.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. Outside Williams. Latrey. The rebound by Prince. Bucks trail by 21. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Thomas, good.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Thomas against Jackson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot to stop the run, and Lillard with the lay-in. And that's now 9 points for Lillard.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's Thomas, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check.
Oh, my goodness, man.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
That free throw missing.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Keon Johnson.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Giannis. Outside Jackson. Oh, good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lillard against Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line,
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis, the pass to Jackson. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. There's the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Upside Thomas. 3-pointer. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
3.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
EA Sports and another exciting edition of Brent, what do you expect from this kind of matchup with two teams that specialize in offense?
Points, BA, points. I mean, these guys are going to go at each other, and we're just going to see who can get into the best flow in this game. Is it going to be the starters? Is it going to be somebody off the bench that comes in and really stabilizes what they're trying to do offensively? Somebody's got to get an advantage. So is it who's hot first? We're going to find out.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Jackson in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Portis outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound.
Atlanta foul. Denver. His first. Team's first.
Pass to Portis. And here's Lillard. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Pretty close to impossible to stop Lillard inside like that. Just too shifty.
They get the rebound. Okongwu. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Back to Lillard. Takes it inside. Jackson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Young against Lillard. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Young. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That is a tough shot there. Trae Young's such a small player. He needs that floater in his arsenal.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Out to the right wing. And here's Okongwu for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. It's scooped up. Out to Lillard. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Pass to Okongwu. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. Milwaukee in the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder, and when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows who he's up against.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Really good passing wing. Shea isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. 1:42 left in the opening quarter. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish. Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Now here's Young. Okongwu, a screen on Lillard. And Young gets it to go.
And the range that Young has is considerable. His three-pointer is a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Portis the screen. For 3, here's Lillard. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 7 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line, and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here's a Kongwu for three. Damian Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Prince, the pass to Portis. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one's good. Antetokounmpo's gotten his third basket of the night.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Here's Daniels. No made baskets yet. And here's a Kongwu for three. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 3. And we'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. We've got Jackson. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Portis in at the 4.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Young from long range. Oh, the lethal 3-ball of Young.
It's all about smart choices, and Trae Young's making them right now.
Man, Brett, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems for EA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And another shot. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo with a great read there in the screen and roll. He knew exactly when to back off the pick.
Kongwu, a screen on Jackson. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Daniels passes to a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu!
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Lillard outside. Poke loose. Jackson against Young. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play. And good recognition there from Trae. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
Lillard passes to Portis. Jackson the screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The strong finish by Giannis.
I didn't know if they could match that last slam, but it only took them a couple of moments.
Hey, not the best interior defense on those last few trips, but who cares? That was awesome. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season pairing Giannis and Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Here's Lillard. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Young drawing the double team. A Okongwu against Antetokounmpo. Outside Young. Over Lillard. Young misses.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Back to Portis. Out to the right wing. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Okongwu. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And here's Okongwu for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson on the wing. Guarded by Okongwu. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Okongwu, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Okongwu. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. In transition, here come the Bucks. Lillard takes it right to the rack.
And with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
Lillard against Young. Okongwu, a screen on Lillard. Here's Young. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Young's got 15 points.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Lillard. The layup off target. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Larry Nance is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Caris LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Capella finds LeVert. Capella, screen on Porter. Back to Capella. Pass to Krejci. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Capella. Second chance shot. The kick out to Nance. Over Kuzma. Kept alive. Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Now, Capella, if we watched him again there, he would be reading where that ball is going, and he positions himself before the ball even comes off.
One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. Of course, that was a little bit different offensive system, but he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
For the finish! Finished off the break. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Capella, just those first couple strides, getting him out, getting him up to speed in the fast break.
Outside for Porter. Rebound Atlanta. Now Nance. Still without a bucket. And it's Capella with the jam.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Porter against LeVert. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
Team first.
Now Now here's Green. He's closely guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green with a screen on Nance. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Bucks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Elbow shot. Trent outside. Back to Lopez. The 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Counted from distance.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Porter, the pass to Kuzma. Lopez, the screen on Nance. Here's Kuzma. It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable. And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Pass to Krejci. Kuzma against Nance. Nance with a screen on Porter. And here's LeVert for 3. Pure from 3-point range. LeVert's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Porter against LeVert. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
For the lead. The kick out to Nance. Pass to Krejci. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Capella can't get it to go. And here's LeVert for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Nance against Kuzma. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 14-6 run. Nance with a screen on Porter. The kick out to Nance. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Atlanta on top. They're up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. We've got Damian Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Jackson, and it's Prince in at the shooting guard position. The Hawks lead by 6. The kick out to Johnson. Off target with the 3. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Lillard. Back to Jackson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the big finish by Giannis.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Young against Lillard. Okongwu, a screen on Lillard. Here's Young. The kick out to Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Portis. Pass to Daniels. The Hawks need to get one up here. Shot clock at 3. And here's Okongwu for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Okongwu. And now the Hawks on the break. And he lays in the alley-oop pass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's in there. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
You have to... be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Up top, Young, defended by Lillard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they...
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. So he gets them both.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
Prince with the bucket.
Well, the bigger the possession, the more engaged Taurean Prince is. Wow.
Young looking around. Atlanta again missing. The Bucks trail by 5. Jackson attacking. And down it goes. 2 points.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. From outside the arc. Second chance effort. Okongwu, no good. For Milwaukee, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Johnson on him. Can't connect from short range. Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. There's the screen by Johnson. Buries it from 3. Daniels has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And the dunk by Lillard.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Antetokounmpo with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Daniels, defended by Jackson. Daniels passes to Okongwu. 5 to shoot.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
Jackson outside. Here's Daniels. Another three for Atlanta.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Jackson for three. It doesn't go for him. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Here's Daniels. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Prince on the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit them.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
What a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Johnson. And it's Williams at small forward. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here are the Nets. It's a three-point game. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Good. He hits the jump shot.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Okongwu. It's hauled in by Claxton. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Back to Johnson for the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And that one's good. Daniel. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Here's Daniels. Williams with the block. Top of the key, Claxton. He takes it in. The kick out to Williams. Thomas sets a screen for Williams. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Thomas's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Thomas against Johnson. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Thomas passes to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Okongwu with a screen on Johnson. Levert from outside. A rebound by the Nets. Outside Williams. Johnson outside. The three. Rebound by Johnson. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Cans it from downtown.
A solid passer at his position. Levert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Johnson dishes to Johnson. In, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
Here is Daniels. He's got 5. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Okongwu with a screen on Williams from inside. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Shoots a three. And again, it's the Nets missing. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now, Riza-Shea. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Johnson kicks to Thomas. Pass to Claxton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Thomas gets a wide open look, finds himself wide open and drills it.
3 points.
Thomas got 5 points so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It could go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Riza-Shea in at the 3 slot. That's the group start the second quarter for the Hawks. Inside. Outside Thomas. And the 3 off target. The Hawks trail by 4. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Claxton. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Okongwu. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. 5 on the clock. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the shot goes in.
You've got to stay with LeVert in transition. I'll tell you, if you let him outrun you, it's going to be a long night.
Johnson with a screen on LeVert. Johnson in the corner. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 4. Johnson sets the screen for Riza-Shea. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And the Nets miss again. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. LeVert inside the line. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Okongwu. And here's Johnson outside for rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. Nets leading by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another three.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Johnson against LeVert. Pass to Johnson. 1:24 left now here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run. He gets it in there. Johnson's got 8 points. The Nets with the lead. Johnson finds Williams. Takes it inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. .51 seconds left in the first half. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night. Daniels, no good on the free throw. Three-pointer, LeVert. It's hauled in by Thomas. Nets leading by 8. Left side, Williams. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Johnson the pass to Johnson. Shoots over Johnson. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Okongwu. Gets it off. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is worth. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. You've got Wilson. Sharp out there with Trendon Watford. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's chance.
Team first. 2 shots.
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Team second.
On defense, the Nets. Young for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Young looking it over. It's deflected. Oh, and the jam by Capella. Nets leading by 6. To the inside, Sharp. Out to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Watford. Back to Russell. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Melton with the ball. Drills the three-pointer. Melton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Krejci. Rebound, Brooklyn. Russell left side. Pass to Melton. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
It's Russell with the drive. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Here's Russell. And he drops it in from the low post. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Russell. Here he goes. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And the dunk by Capella.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends like a guard.
Here's Russell. Nance with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 5. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Capella with a screen on Melton. Here's Mann. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Hey, Doris, how about Terrence Mann starting on a loaded Clippers team?
Think about this, Kevin. You're joined in the starting lineup by 3 future Hall of Famers in Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. And what I love about Terrence, he didn't look out of place. Gives you some sense of how capable this young man is fitting in around great players.
Launches a three, drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And they pick up 2.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And Young, here we go. And stolen by Sharp. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Watford. Back to Sharp. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Sharp. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here is Daniels, who's guarded by Johnson. So halt the run. Up again. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Brooklyn. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the set up this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The front court is Rizier and Johnson. LeVert out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Williams from past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. It's Okongwu, high post. That bucket in no time at all. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
Assist goes to
Williams sets a screen for Thomas. Here's Johnson. Williams with a clean look. Good on the triple. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
From deep, Thomas, and the Nets, another three. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And here's Johnson outside, rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his seventh rebound here tonight. Three-pointer, LeVert. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Claxton, no good. The Hawks trail by 13. It's LeVert on the wing. Covered by Johnson. And it's Karis LeVert with the three.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
The three from Thomas. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. And a wide open look for Claxton. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Okongwu. And the rejection by Claxton. 17-foot shot on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now Okongwu. From deep three-point territory, the long-distance three is buried. 14 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Now Claxton, and it's Thomas at the elbow. Stolen by LeVert. It's 2-on-1. Loud up there for Johnson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Not loose. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Daniels.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Thomas against Levert. Over in the corner, Claxton. Back to Thomas. Takes the three. Johnson with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Johnson kicks to Williams. Pass to Claxton. There's Thomas with the three. Sinks the triple. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So it's the Nets picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was